Nobody, just nobody thought that CarryMinati would be the number one YouTuber in India.
Exact.
Nobody thought because his genre is like that.
What's good, you guys? My name is Harsh, and welcome to the another episode of the Visionaries Podcast. So social media, brand dealings, influencers. This is the new cool now, and so I thought of inviting someone cool on my podcast and share some secrets about social media. No, but honestly, the guest we have today is someone who's into the digital media space since quite a long time now. He has worked with several brands and top influencers, namely Divyanshu Damani, and he's currently working at TagMango, which is India's first influencer marketplace.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Shan, welcome to the Visionaries podcast.
Thank you for having me. One correction I would make there that I am not
Yeah.
working at TagMango anymore.
Okay.
So I'm directly associated with TagMango at the moment. But
Okay.
yeah, they are doing great for sure.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Personally, Shan Bhai is someone whom I look up to a lot when it comes to digital media and all, and I feel that he has immense knowledge about his field, about this field. So my first question to you is why did you choose digital media, and what is that one thing that still amazes you about this field?
Okay, so how digital media happened was that I did not really choose the field. It kind of happened to me because I was the kind of a guy who was constantly looking for things to explore, constantly looking for things to build. So once I entered college, I was building apps and websites starting from class 11 directly. And when I started doing this, when I started my college, which is a CSE engineering college. When I joined it, I had this thing, okay, I want to build some websites and I want to build possibly a startup around it. So I started my first startup, which was called Acapians.com. It's basically a youth-oriented platform where anybody can put relevant articles, and the team would approve it, and it would be a curated platform for the youth. So it would be anything related to the news, anything that concerns the youth that way. So so within a year we grew to a team of 40 plus people, and
Wow.
the so we partnered with the topmost colleges like IIT, like the Birla Institutes and the SPJs, everything. Okay, we started partnering with these colleges, and as we kept doing that, we started generating some revenue as well. Okay, so all those things were going great, but our thing was dependent on Facebook. So once Facebook's reach dropped, we faced some issues. And
Yeah.
so anyway, I did not have in mind that I want to become a digital marketer or something up to that point, because I was the co-founder of this particular website. And
Yeah.
then as I move forward, I wanted to okay, I want to transition something into my into something in my career. So I kept transitioning. I started doing freelancing work for other people, and then I got, before I knew it, I was a digital marketer for some brands. Okay, so
Okay.
I did not have this idea that I want to become a digital marketer, but I kept doing it. I understood, okay, I'm good enough in it. I understand how this field works. So let's try out. And then it has been a great ride since then.
And what is that one thing that still drives you? Okay, nahi, yeah, I want to continue with this. Yeah.
So I think it's something that I always had. So since my childhood, I was always fascinated about the concept that why anyone buys something. So if there's a TV, if there's an Amul ad that's running on TV, I always had this question that why would a company spend so much? Because I did not really get the concept of advertising. Ki, okay, if if a company is running an ad on TV, is that
Yeah.
company actually making anything out of it? So I always had this curiosity, that you can call it curiosity, about what marketing is. And once I got into it, I got fascinated, because ultimately what you're doing is you're making a product reach to its relevant customers. That's it. And there's a lot to do in this field. So it's not like that you can learn something and tomorrow you are going to be the best. And even if you're the best, you might not stay the best the next day, because the field is changing every second, every day. So
Mm.
every day it gives me a new thing to learn. So right now I have just enrolled into a course of digital marketing of a particular
Okay.
subgenre, and I want to get into it. I want to understand the basics of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why I that is something that drives me for digital marketing.
100%, 100%. People assume that digital media में इतना followers मिल गया, इतना पैसा होगा and all that. But there are some things which are going behind the scenes which people don't look. So have you faced or have you seen someone going through that on the creator side?
On the creator side, there are a lot of things. If you talk about from the creator side, that um, see, YouTube and content creation or Facebook, Instagram, whatever, like social media influences is not anymore a new and a new thing to have. Like
Mm.
it it has, like in India, it
Mm.
entered the social media creation and social media thing jump started with the entering of Geo.
Yeah.
Yes, when people got into okay, ठीक है यहाँ से भी पैसा कमाया जा सकता है. So when
Mm.
that came forward, a lot of people came into it. But now most people are realizing that it is not a very easy job to maintain. There are, like, I have worked with creators so much. I know what a content burnout is. So there's a constant pressure on a person to मुझे ये
Mm.
कंटेंट देना ही है, मुझे कंटेंट पोस्ट करना है वीकली डेली जो भी हो. एंड इन द प्रोसेस दे लूज देयर माइंड्स बिकॉज it's the creative block that a lot of people have face. और वहाँ से like getting into a lot of stuff, I have seen people who have got depressed, like really depressed,
Mm.
just because they were not being able to push out good content. And so that is one side, one dark side. And dark
Mm.
side in for one more reason is that most people don't understand what goes into a creator's mind when they create that one 5 minute का वीडियो. तो वो
Yeah.
5 मिनट के वीडियो में कितना मेहनत लगा है, कितना क्रिएटिविटी लगा है, कितना स्क्रिप्ट रीचेंजेस हुआ है,
Mm-hmm.
most people don't realize. तो वहाँ पे वो उन लोगों को वो वैलिडेशन भी नहीं मिलता कि अरे भाई तुम तो 5 मिनट का वीडियो बना रहे है, इसमें क्या डिप्रेस्ड होने की वाली बात है. So that is
Right.
something that I've seen with some creators.
True that. True that. Even personally, on a personal level, even I felt that. So it's like very balanced thing. Yeah. So talking about TagMango, what was it like to work at TagMango?
It was amazing, like nothing less than amazing. So as I told you, I was always a big fan of working in startups. So even to this day, I am working with startups only. I actually joined Beach Mein one company, which is like
Okay.
Kolkata's one of the biggest news channels. I started working with them as the head of digital marketing because they wanted to take their
Yeah.
presence to online world. But
Mm.
once I got there, the way I work, the way
Mm.
I want to work, that was not getting in sync with the particular company. So then I decided to leave it, and after that I joined TagMango. Okay, so and that is where all the fun, like whatever you imagine building a startup would be like, we went through all that. So we used to sleep at 4, we used to wake up at 10:30. Like everybody was in Mumbai.
Mm.
Everybody was like all of us seven boys. We stayed in the same room and we walk same like home, same flat, and we were
Mhm.
working from there. So it was a pure hustle startup culture that.
I can just reimagine the whole TVF picture story.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like we are in our boxers or with our laptop on, and we're just talking to clients, and like we are having meetings at 3 in the morning. So all those things were happening, and it
Yeah.
was a amazing ride, to be honest. And it has
Mm.
made me a different person from the perspective of professional. Like what why a company wants you in
Mm.
a particular team and what you can bring them is
Mm.
that is something that TagMango has really taught me.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And TagMango was co-founded by Divyanshu Damani. So I have seen Divyanshu Damani's posts a lot. And initially, when I was starting, me staying from Calcutta, I was actually looking who are the big people in Calcutta right now, and Divyanshu Damani was one of them. And you have worked with him. So what was like being around him? What was it like that? What was it like to be around Divyanshu Damani basically?
So with Divyanshu, most people don't know is that TagMango is not the first time I'm working with Divyanshu.
Okay.
Okay. I started working with Divyanshu in 2018, which is 2018 May, I guess, May or April, I don't remember. So I started working with Divyanshu to handle his personal brand first.
Mm.
I was
Mm.
handling his posts, his brand reach outs, his speaking engagements, and all that. I was taking care of the content side of his personal brand, and in 2018, and after that I stopped working with him because of the traveling issues, and there was some other stuff as well. So I stopped
Mm.
doing that because at that time I was also a college student, so both time
Mm.
and everything. But with Divyanshu, and later I joined TagMango in 2019 January. So
Oh.
that was the thing. And the best part about working with Divyanshu is that he is someone that you can look up to. Okay, you can understand that this guy has built something from just whatever he has. So whatever network he has, he knows how to grow that network.
Mm.
He knows how to build relationships with people. That is
Mm.
something that sticks out with Divyanshu, and he has like to this date I see him as one of my mentors. I can totally count on him.
100%.
I've learned
100%.
I have learned so much from him, and I cannot stress enough. Like whatever we have projects we have worked on, whatever clients we have worked on, whatever it
Mm.
was an amazing journey to be around him because he is someone that if you give him a problem, कि, okay, this is the
Mm.
problem, he will find a solution to it for you, and he will make
Yeah.
you see that particular solution. So that is amazing on his part.
These are like one of the features of the true leader. And and recently I was just seeing one of his posts, and he's like, I'm getting into content back, and I'm like, okay, now the king is returning.
Yes.
Yeah. So talking about the king, right now the king of YouTube is CarryMinati, and I saw one of your posts on one of your stories actually, you were talking about CarryMinati's Yalgaar, and so what's your take on it?
Um, so if you have seen that story, a lot of people message me कि भाई तेरे को क्या problem है कैरी से. So
Mm-hmm.
that is like the general perception that I got. But there were some people who understood why I said that thing. So for the people who don't know, I am someone who tries to create content on my personal side, but since I'm handling a lot of projects at the same time, I don't really post that much on Instagram or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, after Yalgar released and 24 hours after that, I felt the need to post it because I was seeing this chatter हर तरफ कि भाई हो क्या रहा है, यलगार हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया. Then I
Mm-hmm.
watched the particular video, and the only thing that came into my mind is a superiority complex. That is what I got from it. Now, CarryMinati is someone that I've been following from a long time, for a long, like
Mm-hmm.
possibly when Bhuvan Bam's roast happened from
Yeah,
Carry,
exactly.
the time that maximum of his subscribers got into it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the time I got into CarryMinati as well,
Yeah.
and I loved his content. Like I loved the way he roasted people first. Like okay, it was an enjoyable content.
Mm.
But what I felt with Yalgar was that it was more of a cult revolution than a content. So I
Mm.
when I was seeing it, I could understand that it's more of a like what do you call it? So in wars, you have seen that in wars there's a there's a huge announcement that I'm going for war and this and that. Yalgar felt like that. That
Mm.
it's a concept. It's a message that Carrie is giving to his followers, his cult, that yes, I'm going for war or something like that. And I felt like it's not something that Carrie should have done. It's not about
100.
Carrie. It's anybody who is holding, let's say, the top position in YouTube India, should have done. You
Mm.
would have. I'm not going to get into the content part. कि okay, चलो lyrics कैसा था, ये था, वो था. That is for some other podcast. But I felt that the rap or whatever the message was, it could have been a little better on the same front as well. It could have been a little better. But anyway, I think what is it at 60 million views right now?
It's 65 million views right now, and it's about to like reach 10 million likes.
Right. So yeah. So Carry is on a roll. Carry is doing amazing stuff.
Yeah.
पागल कर रहा है
I feel
बंदा.
that now he has immense content pressure right now. Being the like one of the top YouTubers, I have seen Carry. Carry is like he will do live stream every day, but his content will come out like after 1 month. But now he's in the top. He has to post more content because Amit Bhadana is someone who posts 2 videos every month and like high quality videos. So he won't leave him obviously behind. So that thing, that is one of the things which Carry has to pick up now.
With Carry also, what I have constantly felt is that one thing that it gives a lesson to all the content creators out there is that nobody, just nobody thought that CarryMinati would be the number one YouTuber in India. Nobody,
Exactly.
right? So one
Something
thing
no one
that
would have.
even I kind of really was amazed by is that when I started, when there are few channels, you know that okay, you see their content, and then you're like, okay, this guy creates good content, but you understand कि okay, this content is a commentary on someone else's content. So basically, this guy is roasting, let's say, another person's content. So it's a Bhuvan Bam, it's Deepak Kalal, it's whatever it is. He's roasting and making funny stuff, which is okay, understandable, good stuff. But I never thought that someone really doing a commentary on someone else's content or someone else would become the top person, because the inherent thought that we have is if someone is doing something on someone else's content,
We
then
just
that
roast him and we become the best.
exactly. So that is something that even I was fascinated about. Like, wow, and that is a learning for every creator out there. That even if like whatever you're doing, if you're doing podcasting, if you're doing cooking, if you're doing whatever, there might be a chance that you are reaching the top. Who knows? The next top YouTuber in India could be someone who just who is like an educator. It could be.
True that. Right now, if someone wants to start a personal brand, then what are the ways he can do it?
Okay, so it's a very it's a question that I was actually thinking yesterday only, and I came to one conclusion that not a lot of people would really resonate with. It's that it's that you cannot build a personal brand just being on Instagram. Okay. So I was just going through my past work and going through some creators' pages. I was getting into the idea, okay, why is this person a personal brand with let's say 50K followers, and why is the another person with let's say 200K followers not a personal brand? So then I understood, कि, okay, there's something added to that person than just uploading content on Instagram. You see how Instagram's content normally comes for Instagram followers normally come forward is when they see you in some other place, they come they search you on Instagram and they follow you. That is
Yeah.
that is how it works. Most people don't become brands on Instagram. Okay, and that is why we think that I think that most of us make this mistake that if I want to go for personal branding, the first social media that comes to our mind is Instagram, which is fair. Going forward with the idea that most people are on Instagram right now, so it makes sense. But posting content there won't necessarily make you a brand. If you want to make a brand, the best branding opportunity any social media can give you is YouTube. अगर आपके पास YouTube पे 10,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं, you are already a brand to those people, and those people can really bring you up to 1 million, 2 million, 20 million. So that is what I feel कि if you have to create a personal brand in 2020 and possibly by the year 2021, then you have to, no matter what, put yourself everywhere. Everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean, I'm talking about Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Medium, Quora, blogs लिखो, कुछ भी करो कि गूगल पे सर्च हो जाए. If someone searches you, that person sees you there. That is something that I truly believe. And of course, podcasts. Audio podcasts you need to have when you're creating a social media brand.
Thank you. Thank you, Shan Bhaiya, for joining in for the podcast. That was an amazing. People got to know a lot from you. I'm sure if someone who just want to start social media right now, content creation and all, this will give him the boost and the right way where to go and where to start from. This will definitely give you the boost. I give them the boost. Sorry. So I'll link all the handles of Sayan Bhaiya down below in the description box. Do follow him and do subscribe to the Visionaries podcast. And thank you guys for joining in. And we'll see you in the another podcast. Thank you.